My camera's dirty. Hello. Yeah, I'm feeding the
Hey,
camera.
that
Hold
was
on.
easy
It didn't
today.
look funny.
I'm looking funny. My hair.
What do you need my attorney's information for? I sent it to you, by the way.
Well, another motion was filed.
You know what you should do?
I filed a motion.
I think you should go to her social media pages and try to find the videos and stuff that she made during this, the ones that where she said one thing and then she said another, and then send that to me. I don't know what they're trying to do either. How do you know about this motion?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know what they're.
I don't know. I don't think that she should be. I mean, there's just so much that she. At first, she was like, "Oh, there was marks on the kids. There's this, there's that." And then she's like, "There was never anything on the children." And then she's trying to make money off this shit.
I don't know. I mean, that's the only way I find about it. I mean, that's the only way I know anything.
It's okay though, because they're gonna call you up there, and I guarantee you, they're gonna ask about what about that time? Did she ever say that there was any marks on the kids? You can probably and I remember when they asked you the same question in juvenile court, and you're like, yeah, but when you zoomed in on it, you could clearly see that it was spaghetti or something, you know. So what? Did you want to talk to my attorney? That's why you wanted the I have to give him permission. I'll write him an email because I know he'll get that way sooner than a letter. This is probably gonna be one of the motions that's heard in on the 16th. I know. I know what they're trying to paint or whatever, which is seriously messed up. But I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, I think that was the first day of protesting too, and we were just like overwhelmed with it. Okay, well, when we get off of here, I'll send a message to my attorney to speak freely to you about this upcoming motion hearing.
I have no idea, but I know that. I know this is all stressful. I mean, they're trying to paint a picture of being out there partying.
They don't care about the truth, Mama. They just care about a good story. And nowadays, a good story is a negative story. All they want is hate. That's all they know is hate, Mama. That's all they know.
Which is absolutely not. We wasn't out partying. We wasn't out doing any of that stuff. But that's how they want to paint the picture.
Like I said, I'll message my attorney. Let me know you want to speak to him.
We were trying to escape all the protesting because it was really bad that day.
Elaborate on that.
Well, Kathy said that she would fly down to testify on that.
No, there's a lot of things we can't talk about now, and it's truly aggravating because we got a lot of stuff to get off our minds too. But
just the way
you know damn well these things are being watched, and I guarantee you that anything that we mention, even close to it, is being flagged and sent to the DA. So
they spun a narrative they wanted.
Yeah.
Instead of.
Yeah. So, and why did they have to file a motion? So, like, I'm guessing that if they filed a motion, that means that my team probably objected to her as a witness or something like that. So, they filed a motion to have the court handle it. I don't know. I don't know what you read, so I mean, I can't really comment on it because I mean, I don't see this stuff.
I feel like
I guess I could see it if I wanted to because I go over and I watch TV on Fridays, but I literally intentionally avoid the news.
Trying to say that you were under
the only thing that
a lot of pressure.
Yeah. We all want to know, but they're not dedicated to fighting the truth, Mama. They're dedicated to a hateful story that's going to get them views and all this other stuff. And the DA, I don't really think they care about fighting the truth either. They just care about getting a conviction under their belt. The only thing that I see on the news, though, we're going to get off this subject because I feel like we're going to end up getting emotional and then saying stuff that we probably regret saying. So, anyways, the only thing that I have seen on the news lately, and I'm telling you, this is just me from me flipping through the channels and catching a glimpse here and there, is that Biden pulled out of the presidential race.
Regardless of how anybody look, regardless of how it makes
Kamala,
anybody else.
Yeah, that was the vice president.
I'm going to tell it.
Yeah, Kamala Harris is going for entering the race. What else was it? There was a shooting, an attempted assassination at one of the Trump rallies, and a fire chief was killed. And Trump, and then Trump had gotten grazed. Like if he wouldn't have moved at the last second, or something like that. Yeah.
The way
I've seen that not only is Biden, but also Michelle and Barack Obama are trying to support Harris. But Mama, Harris is entering the race really late. In November, all the votes have to be in. That's probably why he's like, okay, well, but this is my thing though, Mom. Listen, so I don't really, I've never really paid attention to this stuff, but honestly and truthfully, what young adult does, okay? Anyways, so I'm sitting there looking at it and people are talking to me about it, and I'm just like, so you telling me that this woman is entering the presidential race with less than 5 months to get supporters and voters, and she's not even technically an official nominee right now? But Trump is like literally like Trump is Trump is gonna win the race. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. It's gonna be Trump again for another 4 years. Even after the shooting, the attempted assassination, Mom, he got even more supporters and more voters after that. I was like, he's gonna end up being the very first president who has ever served this country with a felony conviction under his belt. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, he's gonna win. He was already up on Biden by like 30%. So I mean, he's Kamala. She ain't better win, Mama. Now, the only thing that concerns me about Trump getting back in office is all these wars going on overseas. Ukraine and Russia, Pakistan and Israel, Iraq and Iran, all of them, the wars and stuff. Trump doesn't sugarcoat nothing. I feel like he's going to end up withdrawing support or either going in full throttle. And then next thing you know, if he doesn't win or something like that, we're going to have war on these shores. They already put in a thing where certain, I think, an age limit or something where young men and women can get drafted for the military once again or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
One guy was killed and one guy was
injured. You looked really interested in that Band-Aid.
On his ear.
You did. I know, but listen, like the only thing that we can do is you can talk to my attorney. I'll make sure I'll send that message to him or whatever, that it's okay, along with your name and all that stuff. Obviously, he knows who you are. But the only thing we can do is focus on this coming up court date, and then the one after that, and then the one after that, and then when there's nothing between us or me and trial, then we focus on that.
I think they designed it that way because they didn't want her to be able to talk because she sounds just like Biden up there.
I know. I am too. Trust me. I am too. It's just, I wanted to get over with, but right now we got to just continue doing what we've been doing for almost 2 years now. Take it one step at a time. The next step is the August 16th court date. And it's sometimes easier said than done to stay focused on other stuff. I know. Yeah. We're non-union.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, listen, so, you said you don't care what that job is. With your background, I don't really know how you feel about warehouse work. I know that you respect it, but maybe you could go in as a supervisor, and most supervisors at most warehouses only work 3 days a week. No, not if you're a supervisor. A supervisor, you You look at the trucks that need to get done. That this is stuff that you probably simply, when you go to a job, you look at what has a time limit and what needs to get done before this needs to get done and all this stuff, right? This would be the same thing. You sit up there and you watch people, you move people to the trucks that need to get done, or that needs to be sent, finished at a certain time. Well, that's all you do. You wouldn't even supervise it. I was too, and I would have gotten it if all this didn't happen. It's because I bust my ass. I mean, I really do. I work hard. I like that type of work. That was the difference. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was like, to me, it was just like all these boxes going in the truck. It was just like playing a huge game of Tetris. Yeah, I like it. But that's what I'm saying, though. With your background, you probably would go and be a supervisor, and all you'd have to do, or even just a manager, you just do some paperwork and put in some stuff on the computers and put people where they need to be in order to have something finished at a certain time. That's really all you do. There's probably a lot more in between all that, paperwork, and you have to get there a little earlier than everybody.
I have a Band-Aid on my finger.
Maintenance, or you can do, why don't you get your OSHA 500 and do safety?
Now,
why don't you get your OSHA 500 and do safety? Hmm. Yeah, well, I was just thinking that I don't know. I don't know how safety people work, but I know that you.
I know, Leilani.
No, because there's another you. Because there's another you waiting.
I'm ready to bring Quentin home, and I'm just ready to. I'm ready to have answers and closure and.
Yeah. Yeah. Mama, are you embracing the gray? Looks like you're embracing the gray. You look like you got little gray highlights in your hair.
Yeah. And we're trying to get ready for this outage out here, and I'm trying to keep my mind focused on work and.
You've always been a dirty blonde.
And what I need to do to get through this job.
That's what I got going for me.
And now they got us working 6 days a week, and I really don't even want to work 30 hours a week, much less 6 days a week,
Yeah, mine's. Hold on, I got you.
So when this job is over with, I am 100. If I can't get a 40-hour week through the union, I'm gonna find me a 40-hour week job somewhere else. Because
I clean today. I think they're bringing my cleaning stuff over here now.
I can't. My life cannot be dedicated.
So I clean today. I think they're bringing the cleaning stuff over here now.
One thing I've learned for sure.
I think so.
Whether I make $500
pretty sure I'm positive now. I'm hearing
or
noises,
whether I make $2,500 a week, I'm gonna figure out.
I just spoke to Corey. I haven't heard nothing about him in a while. Is he still working with fire protection? What's going on with that? Yeah, so you telling me that he's going to go from making, what was he making, probably around $1,000 a week, to go into working at a grocery store, making somewhere about $400?
That was too hard.
Yeah, I understand that, but like if that was the case, why would you go and have somebody? Yeah, like. Yeah, well, that's where things are sexist. Yeah, breadwinner. That's messed up. So I don't know. I feel like Corey shouldn't have even asked about that job if he wasn't gonna stick to it.
I went and worked with them a couple of days. They were talking about making you a supervisor.
He's what?
I was real proud of
I love you, just so you know, for that. I love you. We got less than a minute, but what did you just say? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, I guess he's. I know you're overwhelmed, and it's because you just got this new information, and it's going to take you a minute to process it, and that's fine. And I'm hoping that my attorney is going to be able to put your mind at ease, because maybe they have time to do an investigation and see what.
Yeah. think I was actually thinking more along the lines of getting a job at one of these plants and doing a maintenance job, trying to get in on maintenance somewhere. Some, somewhere, uh, you know, get paid holiday. Because that would require you to work all these hours. I don't want to work all these hours. I don't want to I don't want to dedicate my life to these jobs. It's what I've done in the past, and it's gotten me nowhere. I tell people out here all the time. I tell them out here all the time. I'm like, look, put your family first, man. This job don't care about you. It don't. I spent I spent all this time working and and trying to make sure that all of us had, and you know, and the every one of y'all missed out on the biggest part of what you needed was time with me. You needed that. You know what I mean? Huh? Yeah, it's gray. People just think I'm blonde, but I'm not. It's gray. Well, I'm letting it grow out and cutting it out, cutting the blonde out, and just doing natural, all natural. But my hair don't grow like y'all's is. And I say y'all's is yours and Tommy's. I can't see nothing. You know? You did what? Oh yeah. No, he quit the fire protection. He's working at some grocery store or something. That really hurt Tommy's feelings. You know what? I can't judge him because they got to do what's right for their family. I was hoping he would go for a career. You know what I mean? And if I were a man, this job would be fine, and I wouldn't be judged for working and supporting my family if I were a man. But because I'm a woman, I'm judged for providing, being a provider. I don't think he realized how hard it was. He, he's huh? How hard it was. I don't think Corey realized how hard it was. I love you too. I'm overwhelmed. I'm sorry. I'm just really overwhelmed.
To get this video without the watermark, you can do so by going and becoming a member of my Patreon, which is linked in the description box below.